Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Drew back again with another video for all you American soccer fans out there. And in this one, welcome back to MLS Mondays, the segment on this channel where we talk about the round of games from the weekend. We talk about three segments in this segment: biggest win, biggest story from the weekend, and of course, player of the week. And that's my favorite one. But this weekend, lots of drama, lots of big wins, lots of great players putting their mark on this season. And I'm excited to get to it. But first, as always, if you guys love soccer here in America and you want to see it grow and get the respect it deserves, and you're not subscribed yet, first of all, consider subscribing. And second of all, make sure you guys hit that like button as well, because that does help out the channel. And the whole goal of this channel is to help soccer grow here in America. And once soccer popularity grows here, in the long run, will help grow the league, help grow our national team, hopefully in the future, hopefully probably in 10 years. But it all starts here with you guys, all of us together. Anyway, without further ado, let's just get right to it. As always, before we jump right into MLS Monday segments, let me give you guys some quick fire thoughts on other games that I will not go too into depth in and explain my thoughts on all of them. But if you guys would like that, I will surely make this video longer, but only if you guys watch it for longer, because my watch time, I wanted to go a little more up. All right, quick fire segments. New England Revolution hosting Chicago Fire. I kind of picked New England to win this game, being at home, with Bruce Arena, an experienced winner in MLS. I kind of thought he had us in the bag, but New England proved to be not that strong even at home, and it proved to be like they still got a lot of work to do under Bruce Arena, only coming away with a 1-1 draw at home against Chicago Fire, who seems not as bad as I thought, but I still think they're going to finish bottom of the Eastern Conference, and maybe New England might finish second to last. Some other good games, I think, were Montreal away at FC Dallas. A game I believe to be a draw, and a draw it was. FC Dallas drawing 2-2 in the last second of the game, scoring a last-minute tie goal. I don't know how to say that. Anyway, nice draw here for Montreal, getting some good goals away from home. Prepping for, they have one eye on the midweek game against Olympia in the CONCACAF Champions League, which is tomorrow on Tuesday, actually. So that is, again, going to be very exciting to watch, and also going to be covered here on the channel after all the first leg games are done. So be sure you guys come back and check that out. Another good game, Miami. Again, the second game here officially as a team in MLS. Still without a point, without a win. But Rodolfo Pizarro, their DP, their number 10, finally got his first goal for the team. So that's a little bit of a boost. But away from home, they were not able to defeat DC United, who were just coming off a loss at home against Colorado. But now they're back on the winning ways. A team that I think is going to finish pretty high up in the playoffs position here in the Eastern Conference. And pretty much everything else was still really good. Kansas City scoring 4 goals past Tab Ramos' Houston Dynamo. I picked that to be a tie. I thought Tab Ramos would have this at least a draw in the bag away from home, but I was wrong. Another great game with tons of 7 goals in it. San Jose hosting Minnesota United, a team who scored 8 goals so far this league, the highest scoring team of the league so far with 2 games in. They're just 5 goals away from home, 5-2. San Jose conceding 5 goals at home. Embarrassing. San Jose, a team who I think, and I picked to not finish in the playoff spot in the Western Conference, and it looks to be so far that I'm going to be right. What else we got? Seattle Sounders, Columbus Crew, 1-1 draw at home at Seattle. I feel like that's... I think I did pick Seattle to win that game, but Columbus Crew, they got something to do. Rhymes your boy Drew. And then the biggest game, or at least my favorite game to watch over the weekend, was, of course, LAFC hosting Philadelphia Union, a game where I predicted my Union brothers to lose away from home, but it turns out they did not. They went into lead 3 times. They were leading 3 times, and of course, giving up the lead 3 times as well, ending the game in a 3-3 draw. Look, I am proud of my Philadelphia team because I thought they were going to lose away from home because LAFC, a strong team, a team wanting to prove something to this league, and also has another eye on the CONCACAF Champions League game again midweek. So that probably could have affected their form and their mentality going into this game against the Union. But nonetheless, my Union put up a fight. Andre Blake, tremendous display at in goal, stopping 11 goals that game. Sorry, stopping 11 shots, which could have been 11 goals. So I was right. Tremendous game, my favorite game of the week, but it was not the biggest game of the weekend. that award has to go to none other than Vancouver Whitecaps. Vancouver Whitecaps winning 1-0 away at LA Galaxy. Nobody, and I probably mean nobody, could have predicted this. Not even Whitecaps fans, I swear. This game, I thought LA Galaxy would have had it in the bag. You know, the first game at home with Chicharito making his home debut, I thought they would have been on their A game. I thought they would have been turned on, ready to go, all jets firing. Let's do this. Let's make a big scene of the season. Our first game at home this season. Let's show them what we can do with Chicharito leading the attacking line. But nothing happened. Vancouver Whitecaps surprisingly coming away with a 1-0 win. A team who I pick and I still think will finish bottom of the table in their conference. But if they play the way they did this past weekend, they will still not make the playoffs, but they will surely finish not in last place. So that for me, the award, Drew's best win of the week, goes to Vancouver Whitecaps. So the biggest story from the weekend is not actually going to go to an MLS player or an MLS team itself or MLS at all. That's because it's going to go to Jason Kreis for releasing his U.S. 20-man squad roster for the Olympic qualifying games. Dude, this is great. This is obviously going to showcase some of our best talented USA players and what they can offer us going forward for national team success, but more importantly, what they can do in the Olympic qualifying games, and hopefully they make it in the Olympics itself. And I really hope that they make it to the Olympics, because last time I believe we didn't make it, and that was disappointing. We got young players here, but players who are commonly well known around the U.S. men's national team Twitterverse. Players like Georgi Mihailovic, Paxton Pomykal, Jackson Ewell, some other big names. I think Ulysses Yanez. That's going to be so great to see him leading the line, of course, alongside Jesus Ferreira. I think, again, I'm excited to see how these players are going to do in the attacking line. Showcase what they can offer for the senior team in terms of having options as strikers, because we are short on strikers for the senior national team, and I hope that these young kids can prove something. Also, Jeremy Ebobise, Jonathan Lewis, the winger from Colorado Rapids, is going to be in the attacking line as well. In the midfield, we got Philadelphia Union boy Brendan Aronson, like I already mentioned, Mihailovic and Pomykal, Jackson Ewell, lots of great players. Richard Ledesma from PSV, a surprise there. I'm really grateful to see him get a call-up, because he has been doing pretty well for PSV and has been getting a lot of hype. The one surprise from this roster actually is Eric Palmer Brown from Austrian Vienna, because I forgot about this kid. I forgot that he was even around. Like, he was a player who had such high potential, being signed for a big team in Europe. I forget their name. But as of late, he's kind of been off the radar. But right now, it seems like he's playing well enough to get a call-up, and that's pretty cool. Justin Glad as well. Chris Gosler from PSV as well. This team, I think, is stacked, especially with Reggie Cannon as a right back. This guy, come on. This whole team is great. Mark McKenzie from Philadelphia Union. So many young, talented players here. Matt Freese, JT Marcinowski from San Jose Earthquakes as the goalkeepers. I think this team, this roster seems to be promising. It's going to really showcase what kind of young talent we are producing here, not just in America, but also around the world, and what kind of talent we actually have going for us. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this team does. You guys can bet your bottoms that I'm going to cover the Olympic roster here and their games going forward once they all begin. So be sure you guys subscribe so you guys make sure you can keep up to date with those videos. Okay? Cool. Now time for the last segment of MLS Mondays. Before I leave you guys, it's going to be MVP, Player of the Week. Who stood out the most out of the weekend, out of all the games and all the teams? Who stood out the most? Quick honorable mention. I got it already said. Andre Blake, goalkeeper from freaking Philadelphia Union, saving over 10 goals that night. They could have easily lost that game if it was not for Andre Blake's heroics in goal. I think he definitely kept them in the game. He kept them coming away with at least 1 point on the road against LAFC. But, and I hate to copy MLS, their website. I hate to do this, but I agree. Player of the week has to be Ike Opara from Minnesota United, scoring the first goal of the game for Minnesota away at San Jose, and then scoring a second goal towards the end of the second half to secure their giant win over San Jose away from home. 2 goals for a defender. Come on, like, this guy is crazy. This is not the first time he scored either. He scored a couple times last year as well. He's had a brace as well last year too. This dude, I wish he got a little more recognition for the national team. He's pacey. He's a good defender. Obviously, he can score some goals if he has a chance. But I don't know why he's never really picked too much. I don't follow him too closely or Minnesota United too closely. So maybe there's some faults there with him that he can't really that causes him not to be called up for the national team. But I think he had a tremendous weekend. Like, he really inspired Minnesota United to help them win away at San Jose. Maybe not really inspired, but he definitely led the line and opened the gates for more goals to come. So yes, your boy Drew's player of the week goes to Ike Opara. Congrats, bro. What a freaking tremendous display of skill. Well, that's pretty much it for you guys. I am done here. MLS Mondays are done. But that's pretty much it for you guys and for me. I would love to know your guys' thoughts on all the games, any games that you guys want to talk about. Leave your comments down below. And leave your comments if you guys agree with my 3 pick for the segments as well down below. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for kicking with me, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.